Hi everyone, it's Rosie from Nonna Stitching Lounge. Welcome to my channel where we talk about crochet, knitting, stitching, and all kinds of yarn related goodness, as well as life issues, life problems, and all that sort of thing. So yes, happy Mother's Day everyone. So this is Mother's Day. I'm hoping that I will get the video posted by the end of the day. I had a really nice weekend so far. Yesterday we went to my son's new house where he made us dinner, and I got to play with my baby granddaughter. She's just so adorable. She looks like a China doll. She really just looks like a China doll. Yeah, we had a lovely dinner. We stayed over because he's about an hour north of here. And then on the way down, I went to see my mother and, brought her flowers and wished her a happy Mother's Day. I don't know, I mentioned it in, I think, previous videos that we were going for some tests with my mom. And unfortunately, those tests didn't really turn out so great. So I've been really busy taking her to some of her appointments. It's just been a crappy couple of weeks. Let's just say that. Crappy. So many things. One of my coworkers, her mother passed away quite suddenly. I mean, she was 85, but it doesn't matter. It's still your mom. And then another coworker diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's only 35 years old, and so she's going to be going through a whole bunch of stuff. And then the appointments with my mom, and she's a difficult lady. She's, anyway, I think enough said about that, because when my sons really want to make me mad, they call me Maria, which is my mother's name. They'll say, "Yes, Maria," which it means that I'm acting like my mother. So, and it's been dreary here. Like, I think the sun, in the last 3-4 weeks, the sun came out twice. And it's still really cold. It should be, in the 70s Fahrenheit, in the 20s Celsius. And it's just been, like, crappy. Just crappy. So I haven't finished a hell of a lot of projects, and that's why I haven't been on here. I am waiting for my knit crate for May, so I'm excited about that. And why haven't I finished projects? So I think the last video I showed you the ball winder I bought. I have since ordered a Swift, but it hasn't shown up yet. And when I'm in between projects, like I had 2 blankets I wanted to finish. And I just kept procrastinating finishing the blankets. So of course I started something else. And then I was playing with the ball winder. So what did I end up doing? I'll show you. I've been winding all these balls. Now this is just cotton. It's like crappy cotton to make dishcloths, and I'm making Swiffers. Well, I'm trying to make a Swiffer cover. I think I showed you before. I haven't finished, well no, I did finish one. And this was a huge ball of cotton in a ball, but I just thought, I'm going to wind it. Why? Just so I could play with my ball winder. What else did I? Oh yeah, I wound some more. I wound all my knit crate. And I had to listen to my husband talk about the ball winder. Yes, that was fun. So, his thing was, so he goes, "Why are you winding it in a ball?" I said, "Because you can't crochet with it in a hank." What's a hank? So I said, "This is a hank." Okay, well, why do you buy it in a hank and you don't buy it in a ball? I said, well, because you get nicer and more expensive yarn in a hank. He goes, okay. So what you're trying to tell me is that you pay more to get it in a hank, so that then you can have to buy a ball winder to put it in a ball. And you actually pay more to do that. Yes, we do. Anyway, so that's been fun. So yeah, so I've been pretty much winding all my stuff. These are the serpentine loops and threads that I did a review on. Yeah, I wound them in a ball. Well, I figured if I don't wind them in a ball, then I can't start any projects, right? So I was a little obsessed last week about just winding things in a ball. So I didn't finish anything. I didn't start anything. So that was kind of weird. Let's see. What do I have on my list to talk about? Yes. The choose kindness thing, which Jane always says in her, Jane and Scraptastic Yarns always talks about in her channel. Great example where I say, what is wrong with people, right? So last Monday, I took the day off work. I went to pick up my mother. It took us an hour and a half in traffic to get to the hospital where she had to talk to a specialist. While we're there, it's 8:30 in the morning. It's just jam-packed. You can't even get across the street. You sit at a green light because you don't want to get stuck in the middle of an intersection. So the light goes, so I'm sitting at a red light and the light goes green, and this guy behind me starts honking because I didn't rush off. When the light turned green, I was talking to my mother for a couple of seconds. It was only maybe 3 seconds. So the guy's giving me the, what's wrong with you, blah, 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 so I did this back to him. I'm thinking, what the hell? It wasn't going anywhere. There was traffic in front of us. It wasn't like he was going to be flying in front of me. Well, sure enough, does he end up at the same hospital in the same waiting room? Yeah. And it's a cancer hospital. So, it really says, you don't know what people are suffering through. And why would you choose to be angry and start swearing at people on the road? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, enough of that ranting. So, what have I been doing? Yeah, so I haven't finished much. I have actually finally stitched together my Bonnie Bay crochet squares, the cable squares, and I'm going to insert a video here because I need your opinion on something. Hey everyone, okay, so this is the Bonnie Barker from Bonnie Bay Crochet. She did a stitch along last year in February in 2018, and so her stitch along was you're supposed to make, I think, 4 colors, 4 different cable patterns. So as you can see, there's the different patterns. So what I did is I did 4 different colors, 4 different patterns, but hers was, each color was a certain pattern. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Once you put it together, it kind of just looks, random a little bit. But so the question I have for you guys is, do I put a 4th panel? So you'll see I have the 3 panels with 5 different squares, and I'm just wondering whether I should put a 4th panel. So I'm at the point where I finally sewed it together. I've sewn in the ends. I did a stitch that I'll show you. So I did it where I took the back loop of each color so that there's no bump in the seam. You can see. The back, I just did a slip stitch. And so I sewed it all in, but now before I go to do the border, it kind of looks small. I'm not sure what you think of that. Anyway, so give me your opinion. Put a comment below as to whether you think I should put another panel of 5 squares. So it would be the same as the middle. So the light gray, the dark gray, the burgundy, the dark gray, and the light gray. What do you think about that? Okay, so leave me a comment on that blanket on whether you think I should put another panel. So the only other thing besides winding balls and Oh, the other thing he said was that the ball winder, he calls it the satellite dish. He says, yeah, so you pay more for the hank, then you got to use your satellite dish to wind. That's funny. Yeah, okay, so the only other thing that I'm really working on, I still have this granny square blanket, which I have not worked on. And I did start with the Karen cotton cakes I showed you last time. I started a Say Bella shawl. So I'm making it a little bit bigger. This is already one cake, plus a little bit, plus half maybe. And I like it to be, it's getting there, but I want it to be a little bit longer on the sleeves. So, yeah. So this colorway, oh gosh, I forget what it's called. I don't have the band. Do I have the band? No, but it's this one with the greens, pinks. It's like very light pink and beige. So when I bought this, I only bought the one cake plus a neutral, and I was gonna do a neutral stripe. So do the cake and then do a neutral stripe. And everybody at work said, no, you should just keep it in the cake. So I didn't have another cake, so guess where I had to go? I had to go back to Michael's. And so I went back to Michael's to pick up another cake. And when I got there, all the cotton cakes, all Caron cakes at the Canadian Michael's was 40% off, plus my 10% seniors discount. So I got 50% off. I'm not paying $12 for these. So I paid $6, basically. So I got another neutral in the, kind of washed out. It's not white, it's more of an off-white. I got more of this one, which is the blues, greens. It was actually the purples. I got a gray neutral. Another gray neutral. And this is the blues and the grays. This is one of the first I bought. So I bought another one of those. I also got a ball and a shawl. I used my 40% off coupon for this one because I have some of this, but I want to do that tunic I showed you last time, but I want to do it in a ball and a shawl, or shawl and a ball. I always say that wrong. And I did get more. I got the pink, solid, and more solids. So I got 3 of the pink solids. So, yeah, so I picked up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more of the cotton cakes. So those are my acquisitions, and I did go to, so I think I told you that we have a crochet group at work, and I convinced, I guess I did. I convinced a couple of them to get knit crate, and they didn't like their knit crates. They've both canceled them, but they're going to get their maize. They are not yarn addicts. No, they want to finish the project and then go buy the yarn for the next project. Like, what's that about, right? Like, who does that? Anyway, so they're going to be selling me their knit crates, I think. Actually, one girl, she actually gave me her green. That's why I have the mint from last week. She gave me she gave me hers. That's why I have so much of it. And then I think we're gonna swap. I'm gonna give her my titmouse, and then she's gonna give me her yellow one. She'll get this for May, because I've already seen it, of course. Already had a preview of it. And yeah, so I tried to make them into yarn hoarders, but they won't have any of that, unfortunately. I am, I'm at 490 subscribers as of this morning, which is way more than I ever thought I'd have, so that's fantastic. And so if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming on by. If you are new, please like and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see any future videos. But if and when I hit my 500 subscriber, I'm going to do a giveaway, so keep watch for that. Instead of giving yarn, I'm thinking of maybe an Amazon gift card. So this way people can pretty much buy whatever they want off of Amazon. And I got to look into it though, because I'm assuming that I can give an American amount, or I can give a Canadian gift card for Americans around the world. I'm not sure. So I will look into that before when I hit my 500 subscribers and I come back on to talk about it. And I think that is it. It's just a short video today because, like I said, I've been procrastinating starting new projects or finishing my old ones, and I've been totally obsessed with winding yarns of balls of yarn. Oh God. Okay. I do want to give a couple of shout outs. There is Crystal from Crochet and Stuff is doing a make along, so I will put her link below. And basically it's on Ravelry, and she wants, in order to post on her Ravelry make-along page, you have to make a bag or a basket or something made out of yarn. It doesn't matter if it's crocheted or knitted or whatever. So I'll put the link if you want to join Crystal's Crystal at Crochet and Stuff for her make-along. The other one, I just want to, there's a spring cowl or sproul that Canadian Crocheter Debbie and Karen at Happiness's Homemade are doing. So I'm going to probably post this when I'm finished. I'll be posting that one, my spring cowl. Or I guess it's spring shawl, not cowl. I'm sorry, spring shawl. So I'll post that and put that on there. And then I want to shout out to Yolanda, the crochet addict. She's brand new. I think she has about 5 videos, and she does a lot of yarn hauls and that sort of thing. If you want to take a look at her, so give her some love, and we can get her subscribership up. And also Maria's Quilts, Crafts, and Crochet. And I'm really excited, actually. I've joined for the first time Mama Llama Kayla's yarn swap. So I don't know who my partner is going to be, but that's going to be fun. Yeah, I hope it's someone from around the world, maybe, get different types of yarns, or anyway, or anybody. It doesn't really matter, but it should be fun to meet or to get to know another podcaster or another yarn addict and do the swap. So that'll be my very first that I've ever done. So I will also, the yarn swap is actually closed, so she's going to be announcing the pair-ups, but that'll be interesting. And any of the other channels I've mentioned or people, I will put the link below. And then don't forget to give me a comment on what you think of my my cable blanket, whether I should put another row on it. So that's it. Be nice to everyone, and choose to be happy, not just choose to be kind. Choose to be happy, and have a great week, everyone. I might be back on here to show you my knit crate if it comes soon. That's it. So ciao for now. See you soon. Happy Mother's Day.